We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Trevor Bauer will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Off tonight for Cleveland, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
The 1-1 is a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. Settling in now, Tyler Naquin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Bauer has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
The shortstop.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 276 the average coming in for him. 15 long balls and 54 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. But this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 16 homers, and 38 runs batted in. 1-0 count. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Reyes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Striding into the box, Carlos Santana. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. Has a look, now the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
2 down, runners at first and second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Aaron Savali gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Digging in, number 4. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Striding in, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
But the runner's back easily. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Now the 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Batting third, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. First delivery to him on the way. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And there's ball one. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Around third and being waved on home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Nick.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. second inning set to go, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next.
Domingo Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Santana tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. 2-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Castellanos is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting it, the catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Perez. He went deep in the contest last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So now to the plate, Aaron Savali, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. So striding forward now, Aristides Aquino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And it's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Nick Senzel, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 2-0 on the way. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate now, Kurt Casale. Well, this is speared by the first baseman, and they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Cesar Hernandez. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. The 2-1 home. Line to the right side. Castellanos is there, and he'll bring this one in. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the third. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle. And, man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Castellanos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Tribe. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They entered the day leading the league in round trippers, and talking with some of their players before the game, they said they know home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they try to focus or rely on. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit and not trying to do too much, the rest will take care of itself. Guys?
Thank you, Heidi. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Bauer, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Bauer.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Into the box, number 4, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Naquin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 17 for him on the season, and the Tribe take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The average coming in, 257. 11 home runs, 39 driven in. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Digging in for his second at-bat, Domingo Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Indians strike for one on this solo homer. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-1 Cleveland. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound two balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Now the 2-1.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Castellanos, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. To first, gloved by Santana, one there, on to first, and they get them both.
Now
that's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. First pitch on its way. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. One run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
That's a ball.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Oh, now what you want to be doing on 2-0. Back to 2-1 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. None left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here 2-1. In now, Roberto Perez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Now here's the pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, good knuckle curve, 0-2.
0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Into the upper deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Into the box now, Aaron Savali. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bauer will take it himself for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Senzel takes charge, and he's got it 2 down.
The center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey! Ball, that's outside.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
The count now at 2-2. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Galvis. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Indians. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
No balls and a strike to count. Galvis behind 0-2. Galvis, a 5'10" switch hitter. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. High chopper to third. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Nick Senzel.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. And that's in there. Base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. This is in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
The pitcher.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Jesse Winker.
A ball and no strikes. With runners in scoring position this season, Winker brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
The 1-1 home. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Now batting.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. To the plate now, number 4. Left side, but well foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently, ball one. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Still only one out in the inning. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two swinging. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan, and execute a pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. Reds out in front, 4-3. Matt Bowman will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 67, Matt Bowman.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
1-0 the count. Fastball well outside. Two and 0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Franmil Reyes. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 0-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. (4-3) our score here as we play inning number 6. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4-hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5-hole is just as dangerous.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And he fouls this one off. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now Carlos Santana lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
At At the plate, Domingo Santana, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The count now at 2-1. Two and one, here it is. Three runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Grounded back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The set and the 1-0.
2-0.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his own, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The set and the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He loses him on ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Oscar Mercado will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Oscar Mercado.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Comes set, the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 4-4. Hunter Wood enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 44, Hunter Wood.
Ready for another shot now. Aristides Aquino. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Wood. And Arkansas native. He was a 29th round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Popped him up. Perez is under this one. And he's got it for the first down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Stepping up now, Freddie Galvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nick Senzel.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nick Senzel. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
0-1 the count. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Naquin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Reds are down and ordered. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Eugenio Suarez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 7.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Line towards center field. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So here's Tyler Naquin as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. The 1-2. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Galvis has it to second for 1. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Now in the box, Franmil Reyes. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Here's the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. The set and the 2-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here's the payoff pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He set the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch, and we are tied 4-4. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Kurt Casale.
The catcher, Kurt Casale.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0. balls, one strike. They count.
Ripped down the first base line. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the seventh.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 264 is average entering play, 33 home runs, and 72 RBIs. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nick Wooden's under it. 1 out.
Now batting, number 4.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 4 is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. Behind 0-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys.
The first
The
baseman,
best pitchers
number
have the
19.
ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In is Joey Votto now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A little roller toward the hole. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. 1 hit, 1 left. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Lucas Sims has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's out.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 55, Roberto Perez.
Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. He went deep back in the 5th. Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Count 2-1.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Might have gone after ball 4 there as this one's fouled away off to the right. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 3-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Delino DeShields will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 0, Delino DeShields.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0.
2-0. Ball 3.
Cesar Hernandez would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Ground ball right side. Mustakis is there, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Indians pick up one thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-4 Tribe. Nick Whitgren is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62, Nick Whitgren.
Striding in once again, Mike Mustakis. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
That's ball 2.
A little low. It's 2-2.
Trying to count 2-2.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Nicholas Castellanos is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Ready for another chance? Nicholas Castellanos. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Right there for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Popped him up. Santana has a play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael
and gentlemen,
Lorenzen will come
your
on to
attention,
pitch here,
please.
and he'll move into the number
These
5
changes
spot in
for
the lineup
Cincinnati.
now on the double switch.
Now pitching and batting in the
Travis
fifth
Jankowski will also
Number
enter as a
21,
part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
now playing lefty and batting
New
seventh,
inning set to get
Number
underway,
31,
and digging in is the outfielder, Tyler Naquin. Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. One and two now. And now pitch on the way. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1 home. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 1-2 delivery. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
In now, Franmil Reyes. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Indians go down 1-2-3. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Brad Hand enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 33, Brad Hand.
Freddie Galvis will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Freddie Galvis.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 count.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Philip Irvin.
Fastball just missed above the zone. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. One out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And he misses again, ball 3. Kurt Casale is on deck. Three and one, here it is. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hand has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and has allowed just over 1 run per 9 innings, an ERA in the low 1s. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line, but this will land untouched. Making him work out there, the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Digging in and looking for more, Kurt Casale, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Swing and a liner towards second, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Tribe came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Hunter Wood wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Brad Hand hammers down the save, his 21st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Reds, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.